Hey guys. So I will tell you guys what happened to me just now. I don't think that I was recording. Um, I think I am now. Anyway, I was going at it too. Well, I'm definitely going to make this one shorter. I'm trying to get used to using StreamYard. I might try to use Zoom too and see how that works. But so I wanted to kind of talk about this Fresh and Fit, this podcast here on YouTube. I I see that Asian Doll, she's a rapper, and she went on this podcast for whatever reason. I guess they were saying she was late. And so she got there, she sat down, and she started listening to the conversation. And I'm not sure if she was familiar with them or not. I don't know if she has talked about this at all. If you guys know, you can let me know in the comments. Um, as far as I know, she I don't know if she's given any details about it. Here's my thing about her, just watching her behavior, how and a lot of people were complimenting her the way she handled herself, and that's nice. But I do think that she handled herself that way because there was probably something in that for her, and that's why she handled the situation the way that she handled the situation. That's just my opinion. And I've said that about the Kevin Samuels thing as well, because there was a young lady, she's probably still on there on Instagram, that was saying that Kevin Samuels paid her a while ago over to kind of go viral. And so these guys are paying these women to sit there and allow them to berate them. There's probably was some monetary exchange in that for Asian Dawn, and that's why she was acting it, handling that the way that she handled it. But do it make it right? No, it's not. It's not right. And then to find out, I guess people were pulling up old videos of them like before they were allowing the women there, because a lot of these people have been on YouTube for a while, um, where they were calling people blackie and saying that they don't like black women and some other stuff, degrading stuff. And so my whole thing is that, are we supposed to continue to allow this to happen this way? And even for black men, if there are black men listening to me or clicking on this video, even for you, because even if you're not a father now, you may become a father someday of a daughter. And if you are black and if you have a black wife, or if you plan to get married or have a daughter, and your daughter is talked to in these manners, how are you going to feel about that? Because I think sometimes when people see these things happening to other people, it's okay until it happens to them or to someone close to them. And then they realize that this is something that really needs to get nipped in the bud, because it has the potential to bubble into a lot of other things and really go in some bad directions, not just for black women either. So let me just say that. Um, and the other thing that I wanted to say in this video, and I probably won't be on here that long this time around, especially since I just got through doing a bunch of talking and I didn't even I didn't even go live. But I was saying the Myron person, I don't even know that he is black. I think that there is an element in Black America, or in the diaspora, let me say that, who want to say that everybody with a hint of melanin is somehow owed something. Like they're supposed to now have this badge and this right to walk around calling people N words that don't want to be called N words. They have a right to walk around, being disrespectful and acting like they understand things that they don't, having an opinion on history that's not their history. It's a list of things that people do out here, and it kind of crosses lines, right? Because another thing that I was just saying, I am going to repeat this part of it, and then I'm going to get off of here. You don't see African American people or Black people sitting in round tables berating anyone else. You don't see Black people, male and female, or just male or just female, sitting in round tables. At least I haven't. If you guys know of these YouTube pages, give me the name of them so I can go and see them. But I don't know any Black YouTubers who sit and berate white people, sit and berate Asian people, sit and berate Latin people, sit and berate other groups of people. I don't see that. Why is that? So why is, if that's not okay to do, then why is it okay for Black men to sit and do that to Black women? Or vice versa. Why is it okay for Black women to sit and do that to Black men? And oftentimes, the Black women on here who are doing that are really pushing back on the stuff that these Black men are doing. And it's way too many Black men on here acting like, okay, I'm not going to say what I want to say. But I just think people need to start reporting all of this. I don't care if Asia Doll is a celebrity or not, and she wants to, she's doing that because she want to be seen, or whatever the situation is. It's not okay, because these behaviors then move from YouTube into Black women's real life, and that's what I'm saying. That could happen to your daughter. Somebody could feel like they could just start berating your daughter, and will, because they see this behavior, right? And then they see this Myron person who's not even Black doing it as well. Just because he's telling y'all he Black, uh, I like to see the proof of that. Because from what I was reading, that both of them are not using their real names. They're both not using their real identity. Or are people aware of that? So you guys don't know what that guy is. And so if he is calling people N words and Blackie and all that stuff, saying all that stuff that he's saying, that falls under racism. And he definitely can be reported for that here on YouTube. He has no business using the N word, calling nobody Blackie and all this stuff. And regardless of whatever he is, black, white, green, or purple, he shouldn't be calling anybody in. And Black people look really ignorant. Okay, you guys don't look big sitting out here doing some of this stuff that y'all think is cute. It's not. And I'm sorry nobody didn't teach you better than that. But it's not. You don't look good. You don't see no other group of people doing that to their own people. And so that should make you question, why is that? That's the only thing you should be saying to yourself. Why are we doing this? Not repeating it. Because like I said, I like to have some proof that that guy is African American or African descent of any kind. Okay. And recent African descent. Because just because somebody can have something in their ancestry do not mean that it is important to them. It was important to them in their upbringing, right? What cult, that doesn't say that's the culture he was raised in, or of some form of African culture, regardless of where it's from. That doesn't mean that he was raised in that, and he was raised to respect Black people or respect himself that way. Because we've seen plenty of people with dark skin that do not choose to be called or identified that way as Black. So I really would like to have his identity proved. I feel like we have a right to say that if you're out here using this type of language in these videos. That's what I think. Um, you guys can let me know how you feel about all of this. And no, don't come over here telling me that I'm mean and that it's okay for people. No, it's not. It's not okay for people to berate people. If it's not okay for me to berate someone, then it's not okay for anyone to berate anyone. So whatever I say about Kevin Samuels, you should not have an issue with it if Kevin Samuels could say some of the things that he's saying. Because nobody's above nobody. And like somebody said, and I don't forget who said it, Kevin Samuels don't even know nobody of high value. He has never met anybody of high value in his life. Okay? And I'm not even just talking about money. And whatever dollars he has today, he didn't even have it last year. He was getting kicked out. He was getting kicked out of department stores last year. So, like, we're gonna stop this. We have to stop this. We really do. We have to stop this, and we have to start talking about self love and self respect, and and only accepting that tone. That is what I think, because this stuff is starting to get out of hand and starting to get ridiculous when we're starting to see all these people that are not even black thinking that they have a right and they really don't. Let me know what you guys think about this topic, and I will see you in the next video. I'm probably going to start going live on my channel like this on called Rant Room, RANTROOM. It's on the channel is already up. I'm just not using it yet. I'm going to start going over there. I'm just trying to get familiar with StreamYard, and I'm going to touch on probably a couple more things just to see how my sound is going to work out. But if you guys want to touch on this whole Asian doll situation and these old videos that came up of them calling people darky and talking about they don't like black women, but then you're inviting black women to your round table so you can disrespect them, why is that right? And why is that allowed here? Why is that allowed on any of these platforms? And then they went around, like I said, putting strikes on all these people pages because I guess because people were using their clips from when they were saying that the girl pulled the gun when she did not. Um, People need to start reporting them, especially since we're in the habit of people love going to the back end to Zaddy to report folks. We need to start reporting every time we hear these conversations going on. You know, this type of language, it shouldn't be. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I don't need advice from anyone that I don't know. If I'm not asking you for your advice, I don't need it. And that's how I feel about it. And I don't feel that these people are really going to Kevin Samuels asking him for advice. He's paying them a few dollars to come online with him. And y'all, and like, who just, I'm going to put this up. I think it was T.I. that just said that, what did he say? Energy is not free this year. Y'all, energy should not be free this year. He said a word with that one. Your energy should not be free this year. No free energy for nobody, not this year. Especially no Kevin Samuels. Like if he's not paying you then you should be getting paid. Okay, you should definitely be getting paid. You should don't allow him to let you think that you owe him anything. Um, you should be getting paid if he wants you to sit there for any amount of time for any reason. Energy is not free this year. I'm still his saying. I will see you guys in the next video.